Hello everybody and welcome to Eddzshed. Today we are going to be looking at Caudecus Manor, Path 3. Just a little something that I'm going to mention before the video sort of starts is it's really advisable in this particular path that you actually take some condition removal abilities. I'm not going to follow my own advice running this path, but I strongly suggest that you guys do it. It'll make it a bit easier. There's going to be a lot of conditions flying around during this. So as you can see, we've run straight down here and we're already fighting one of the bosses. You're just going to stack in the corner. You're going to do as much damage as you can. You're going to try and stay alive. I'm going to keep this video once again very short. I've been introing all of the Caudecus Manor videos with this, that it's going to be a very short to the point video. I don't want to ramble on too much, and I'm hoping that you'll leave some feedback on whether or not you like this style a bit better in the comments below. Right, so we've nearly finished this boss. Something that I probably should have mentioned before was that this boss has a lot of sort of knockback abilities, and it can really disrupt you when you're stacked. So stability can be really helpful. And if you do end up breaking the stack, don't panic too much. Just keep going, keep doing as much DPS as you can. But as I say, stability there can actually be a really useful. Certainly the Guardian's abilities, some of their shouts I know grant quite a lot of stability. I think the Warriors have something similar, so just bear that in mind. Coming into this room that you can see that we're in right now, there's going to be lots of turrets about and lots of enemies. This is quite a lot like Path 1, where you're going to dodge from room to room in a minute, but something to bear in mind in this room is to make sure that you do take out the net turrets, because they are capable of completely pinning somebody and holding them in place permanently. You know, they're able to fire often enough to completely lock somebody in place, so you'll want to try and destroy them. Right, so as you can see, we've fought basically room to room going down the corridor. There are these net turrets that could be a pain if you did just try to run straight down the middle, but as I say, running from cover to cover, you get through there pretty quickly. Right, now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get down this particular corridor. You're actually going to have lots of rockets down here that are firing at you, and what you'll need to do is there are some basically kits in the room that I've just come from over here, and you'll want to pick up one of these, and you can use it to actually blast the rockets back at their at the machines that you're using. You can also, as you'll see me do now, put down a wall of reflection, and that will actually also bounce them back, and I believe it does damage, but I'm not certain is the honest answer. But it can certainly grant you a bit of protection while you're doing it. Right, so now that we've managed to get through that particular area, you're going to come up here and we've got another boss battle on our hand. This is one with lots of AoE. This particular dungeon does really like its AoE. And there's nothing more to it than sort of many of the other bosses in this, where you're simply going to try and dodge roll out of the AoE circles and get your timing right, and then do as much damage as possible to the particular boss. It's basically throwing grenades, so once again the reflection walls and things like that will work on it, and can seriously improve sort of the DPS of the entire group. Right, so that boss goes down pretty quickly. We've got basically sort of a trap floor room just down here, which we should, if you can get the timing right. I'm not sure that this will be a perfect example. You can pretty much run straight through, and even if you don't get it perfect, you can dodge roll a few of them, and it's easy enough to get past. With that, it takes us to a room that we're now going to have to run through to get to the final boss. You will probably recognise this room from, I believe, Path 1. We're entering it from a slightly different angle, so we're going to run in and up to the right, and that's how we're best going to get through there. I think I'm going to make a mistake where I accidentally fire my skill, because I'm keeping it held down when I really shouldn't have. But if we overlook that minor indiscretion, we get through this easy enough, even with me aggroing the entire. We are now going to drop down into the same room that we did in Path 1. This might not have been necessary if I hadn't have aggroed everybody, but seeing as I did, the party was very forgiving and did come into here and allow us to just kill everything off. So with that, we've got a final sprint ahead of us now down this corridor, and we will face our final boss, which is, to be honest, one of the easiest dungeon bosses we're probably going to face. It uses sort of a lot of low damage AoE skills, but he can be killed very easily. So you're going to see us run straight through here. I'm not sure if we don't get into a few little problems, but we do get through reasonably quickly, reasonably easily. Right, so we are now back at the same place that you'll probably recognise from Path 1, and we are just going to run out of here. We're going to attack the main boss from here. This just gives an opportunity to drop any aggro that we may have carried through into this particular room. Right, so when we come in here, we're going to actually kill off all of these smaller mobs, I suppose you'd say, before we actually attack the main boss. I'm pretty sure that we have to kill these off just to clear the way for us to actually fight the main boss. And once they're out of the way, as you can see there, the slaves, in effect, the would-be slaves, have now ran off. There's a bit of trash talking between our Serif leader and the centaur guy, and now we're going to have a bit of a scrap. No big challenge to this fight. As I say, you can dodge most of the quite low damage AoE, and you can just get up into his grill and wipe him out very quickly. And with this boss going down, we have now completed Path 3. As I say, that boss is one of the easiest bosses you're going to actually face in any dungeon, and nice quick path this one. I've now got some inventory management to do, which you may catch a glimpse of, as I haven't had a chance to empty all of my crap out. But thank you for watching, and I hope you will please like and subscribe. And if you've got any comments on my actual commentary style and how I can improve, please let me know, because this is very much something that's a work in progress and needs a lot of development going forward. Right, thank you, and I will see you around.